Wowie, good morning. Good morning, YouTube. What, is my hair getting thicker? I took iron yesterday. Did it bulk up? No, I washed it. And then I blow dried it around the root area and pulled it out. That's how I get that volume, folks. Anyway, today I'm going, much to Lisa's chagrin. She's like, no, man, you can get rid of that thing, Lise. Maybe, but I'm not. I'm gonna let them do it. I know I'm not into getting cut and all that, but this is so surface that it's gonna. It's. I have to, man, and it's ready to. It's running to fucking pop. See, if I, well, for one thing, if I canceled, it cost me $50. Woo! But anyway, I said I'll be there. I'll be there. It doesn't matter if they work on me or not, but they're going to. It's this. It's this. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it to. It's so disgusting, everyone. It's disgusting. I don't know if you could see it. It's just like a giant, it's like a 4-part zit. It's like, Anyway, well, they took the darn thing off 2 years ago, but they didn't get it all, I guess. Well, it was mostly a multi-sack situation. I'm just like, Anyway, today, during Gunsmoke, I have to get this freaking thing off. It's like a half-hour drive from here. I'm scared. But anyway, no, I mean, who wants to get cut on? I don't. Anyway, I was starting to get infected. I could feel it itching about a month ago. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get this thing off. It's starting to itch. I'm like, Then I put the castor oil on it, and it immediately, like, concentrated and tried to, just was like, I know it's disgusting, isn't it? Karen, shut the fuck up about your disgusting, infectious body that's leaking all over the place. Look at this crap. Leaking all over the... Anyway, it's not leaking. That's the thing. My body has encapsulated it because that's what your body does. It tries to encapsulate things so it doesn't run rampant through your system. So now I need a melon baller, but a small one. It's not that big. Anyway, we need a melon baller. Get this thing out. So... so annoying, but I had to get up at middle of the night and take Motrin last night because this sucker was hurting so bad. I'm like, oh my God. Is it going to pop in the bed? Really? I gotta be laying all this pus and blood and sugar. It's sugar. I mean, it's sugar. It's a sugar lump. Anyway. Grotesque. Karen, you're just nasty. See, we're just nasty. Anyway, God, help me have strength. I'm going to do all my exercises today. We're finally going to call the postural restoration lady in DC. There's 3. I see this law and I'm going, wait a minute. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I kind of want to go to Manny Kim because the Asian genetics might just afford him just more natural inclination because this postural restoration stuff is Asian. And I'm going, because it might. You never know. But the long thing that this woman wrote out about what she does, I'm going, the white woman, this white woman with short hair might be your ticket. All 3 of them could ostensibly, is that the word? Look at me using all these, I don't know what they mean. I'm just to help him significantly. It probably wouldn't matter which one we chose, but I want to choose the one that's going to do it quickest. The one that's going to, with his mind, the best way. Now, this is the thing about Lenny. He is no respecter of gender whatsoever. It is incredible. Like you could say to yourself, he might believe a man before. I mean, just a typical, I mean, I'm not saying a typical man, but a man. A man might believe a man before he believes a woman. No. Lenny goes into things and he listens with his regular ears and he listens with his whole being. And when an adult is talking to him about their expertise, he can feel if they know. It would be like, he could say, I think she knows, I feel like she knows more than this guy. So I'm going to go to her. Like Lenny won't be like, wow, I can't let a woman tell me what to do. It won't be like that. I think this woman with the long diatribe in her, or whatever, resume to the public, I think she's the one. Anyway, I'm going to hook him up and hope it's a love fest. We can't go together because of the dogs and the cat. We cannot drive both together and leave. So he's got to go by himself because I'm so curious. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I need to go. I said, you go for like a year. And if I don't get my results that I'm looking for after a year, as far as the restoration, by following these guys on YouTube, because my problems are way less severe than Lenny's. I think I can correct myself, but if I can't fully do it, then I'll go to a PRI person after I've done as much as I can get done myself, and let him go. Because he is He is torqued to the nth degree. And my daughter says to me yesterday, she's the pole dancer. She went to a physical therapist last week. She's been a couple of times. They said to her, your rib cage is bizarro. It doesn't move. It is solid. And she's like, I thought it was supposed to be. And they're like, no. I said, I told you to roll your rib cage out with the Rolga thing. You got to wrap the towel around it a bunch of times so it doesn't hurt. But you got to loosen these ribs. And she said, Mom, do you think that my belief that my ribs were supposed to be a stiff cage made them that way? Absolutely. She's like, well, now you're going to exercise a new belief. This is so incredible. I am so looking forward to the future unfolding that this woman sees her way into becoming a certified postural restoration physical therapist, sports strength trainer / pole dance instructor, trauma release expert. And I got a feeling that it's all, I have this dream, this vision of my daughters and their sisters and the granddaughters coming together and having a healing center, a healing home, a healing block. Okay, man. City block, man, sized like compound for healing that combines classes teaching about nutrient-dense foods, teaching about, the antiparasitics that may need to come into order, and postural restoration, the way the body communicates with the brain and the brain communicates with the body, movement specialists, breathing specialists. These are all tied together. They're like, Karen, you're crazy. What do you, people don't know how to breathe? How pathetic are you people? Have you looked around? Have you looked around? Look at how contorted everyone's bodies are. Why? Because we've been doing this since we were fucking 2, since we were shoved into daycare centers or whatever. I mean, I'm not slamming single moms. I'm just saying the system has corralled us into these habits that we think is normal. Well, I never thought that was normal. I fought it and was called crazy and oversensitive all through the 90s. I was called insane and like, wow, look at me now. Oh, everything I said was fucking true, and now they're making articles about it. Like, yeah, I know, right? I realized that I was being like overly emotional when I said it at the time, because I guess in my mind I thought, if I yell loud enough, will they hear me? Like, no, you just look crazy. That used to work. Now it doesn't. And I was like, oh, I missed the boat on the being loud and obnoxious being heard. Well, now it's back. And now it's too late for me. So I'm stupid. Because, well, I'm not yelling the party line. That's why I'm considered crazy. So I see this in my mind's eye. I see it. I see it. I see this healing center. I just see it. Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, a swimming pool, horses, dogs, kitties. I mean, I see it. I see it. Can it happen? It would happen if they would get the fuck out of the way and stop trying to run everybody's fucking life. Yeah, the world governments, BlackRock, whoever is in charge of this bullshit, if they would just vanish, what could happen? I don't know, because the people are so brainwashed, they would just rebuild that fucking structure and shove you right back in it, because that's the name of the game here in this realm. So let's suck up little pockets for ourselves and build these healing centers, first in our hearts and minds, until they actually become manifest in this physical world. This is what Lisa's trying to been telling me for the last year. She's like, Karen, I know, Lisa, it's just that I'm going, maybe next life, because it's just like, I think this earth got away from us. I think we were a little late to the game, but who am I to say that? Who am I to say that? I love that hair wrap. It just makes you look like you got a shit ton more hair. Nah, man, you just wrap a towel underneath your hair to make it look like you have some if you ain't got none anymore. I'm going to grow a little bit of hair back. I do not expect it all to grow back, although I'd welcome that. All the hair loss from what I believe is, all this toxicity and iron deficiency, which they say, oh, no, Karen, your iron's fine. Is it? Then how come it's practically falling off of this giant scale that you say we're allowed that is within normal. No, no, no. That scale has to be ridiculously wrong. If all these people with normal iron on the low end of the scale just be dropping dead after 60. Maybe that scale is wrong. Oh, shut up, Karen. What do you think? You're so fucking smart. Have you been to medical school, Karen? These are the questions I was asked all my life. As I kept saying, is that normal for 50-year-old people to drop dead after a flu sticky? Shut up, Karen. Yes. They'd have died sooner if they hadn't had that. Like, what? Anyway, it's had a great day, YouTube. Let's do it. Say goodbye to the... Say goodbye to the pus.